So we will start with the section of machine learning and IoT, which is the second part of the unit 4. So what is IoT basically? IoT is nothing but the Internet of Things, which is a massive network of networks. It is a combination of billions of computers and other connected devices that are located worldwide and connected via labels and wireless signals. And because of that, IoT is also called as Internet of Everything, as it connects each and every device, or industrial internet, which is a new technology paradigm, because this network represents the personal, business, educational gadgets and other devices, and they can communicate with each other by using the internet. And that's why it is called as Internet of Everything. Rather, we can say that it is the digital internetwork of smart objects, because the global network of machines and devices that are capable to interact with each other. That's why we can say that it is internetwork of the smart objects. IoT is recognized as one of the most important area of future technology, because it is the network of physical devices, vehicles, home appliances, other items embedded with electronics, software, sensors, actuators, and connectivity, which enables these objects to connect and exchange the data. So, what is IoT? It is nothing but the network of various objects and that are responsible for connecting and exchanging the data. Each thing is uniquely identifiable through its embedded computing system, but is able to interoperate within the existing internet infrastructure. So each and every object or thing is uniquely identifiable through its computing system, but still we have to make it so capable that it can interoperate within the existing internet infrastructure as well. So the WOT, that is nothing but WOT, is nothing but World or Web of Things, which describes the approaches, architectural styles, patterns, and that are used for internet. So we can see IoT schematic showing the end users and application areas based on data. So the figure of online capable devices, we can see that increased 31% from 2016 to 8.4 billion in 17. Experts estimate that IoT will consist of about 30 billion objects by 2020 end. 30 billion objects will be consisted by IoT till 2020 end, and it is estimated that the global market value of IoT will reach 7.1 trillion by 2020, and that's why IoT is the main wide area which is used. This concept of IoT is first introduced by Kevin Ashton in 1998, and he stated it as a future of internet and ubiquitous computing. So, and we can see that from 1998 to 2020 how the growth is there in IoT, because that allows the objects to be sensed or controlled remotely across existing network infrastructure, creating opportunities for more direct integration into the computer based system, and it is resulting in improved efficiency, accuracy, and economic benefit, which reduces the human intervention. So, when IoT is augmented with sensors and actuators, the technology becomes instance of the class of cyber physical system, because it generally encompasses the technologies like smart grids, virtual power plants, smart homes, intelligent transportation, and smart cities. Why it is at the global level? Because of using that technologies, we are having virtual power plant, smart homes that are quite widely used, the smart city concept that is in development, that is because of this IoT technology only. And that's why IoT is I can say that it will be the basic need of tomorrow, because by using that, sitting at my home, I can control or monitor everything. That's the best essence of IoT. So this was all about IoT and its basic concept. In next section we will see the categories of IoT and which are the basic requirements that are required for IoT establishment. Thank you.